Hello, Career Sighted. My name is Dale Dreher. I'm a location scout and a location manager. In the film business of Hollywood, we find locations, present them, help the producers and the director and such weigh the pros and cons of each location. And once we decide upon them, we procure them with a contract and handle all the logistics. If it's something that I haven't scouted before, research is step one. Step two, file pull, which means I pull the folders and files of pictures and locations that I already have. Taking as few pictures as possible to cover the property is the real trick. During a full day of scouting, I'll come home with between 400 and 600 images. And I have to subdivide those into folders, resize the images, sort them out, prioritize them, and then put them all online, ideally by like 8 or 9 o'clock. Then you present. Sometimes they'll narrow it down to like 2 or 3 locations, and then we'll go on a director scout and see the locations in person. Then there's the tech scout, and then there's prep, and then there's the shoot, and then there's wrap. The management part of it, it's a long list, but it basically involves permits and contracts and insurance, layout board, road cones. There's security guards, putting up location signs. I do budgets. I need to find parking lots. I gotta measure curbs. We have to hire police officers and firemen. I have to do walkthroughs with the fire department if we're shooting at a school or a church. We have to make maps to the location. I do plot plans of where we're going to put everything. We need extras holding. If there's children there, we need a schoolroom, and each location needs all of these things. The average day is between 10 and 12 hours for prep and strike and scouting. A shoot day is more like 14 to 15 hours. You could make a complete living as a location scout and manager in 13 to 15 different states in the US because of runaway production and because of the tax incentive. If you want to be a location scout, you've got to be able to take pictures, you got to know your way around town, and you've got to be able to communicate really well and be organized. You can take almost any degree and transfer it into locations work. At least take 1 or 2 classes in architecture, photography, sales, negotiation, deal making. If you could learn a little bit about landscaping, that would be helpful. If you're trying to get into the locations department, get work as a PA on anything. Get one of the production directories. When I first got into the business, I just cold called 20, 30 people a day until somebody said, oh yeah, sure, we need somebody tomorrow. And then to go from working as a PA to a locations person, it's all about networking, making friends with the location people, saying, hey, if you ever need help. The hardest part about my job is getting a job. I just finished a 2.5-week job. I have no idea when my next job is going to be. It might be tomorrow, or it might not be for a month. Oh, and the part about my job that I like going into intimate places that other people just don't get to go. I had to scout flower shops, beaches, and mansions in Malibu, and that was a pretty interesting day, I have to say. Thank you, Career Sighted.